Hi everyone, Alessandra here from Paper Art Alessandra, and I finished my newest junk journal and I want to show you how it looks. So for the closure I'm using a piece of sari silk ribbon, and I made the covers. So I'm very proud of this journal because I love it. It's gorgeous. It's full with French ephemera, beautiful images, gorgeous trims, and I used some vintage fabric, vintage wallpaper. I made a collage with fabric and papers. So there's a piece of vintage wallpaper, a piece of antique French document. This is a Victorian card, or not calling card, but it's if it's Victorian. I purchased some time ago with a bundle only with Victorian ephemera, so I thought it looked lovely here, and I'm calling this journal Evangeline because of this card. I think it's lovely. And there's lace, this pretty trim, and the back there's a patchwork with floral fabric and some more lace. So the inside, there's some more lace here. For the first page I made this layer collage, so I have a vintage envelope here, and this is a vintage wallpaper. I added this gold trim and I really like the way it looks. You can see all the layers. So the back of the envelope, I made a tuck spot here, and this is a image. It's a antique image that I printed and made a card, and this is a card that I made, and I added this lovely frame in the front, and here I added trim, and there's dyed paper in the back and some gold details here. And this is a vintage, actually it's an antique French document, some trims, and this is a page. I added this texture here, and this is a avocado page, I think. Some more lace here. Here it's a lace pocket, and this is a French postcard, and it's not used, so you can journal here. I love this rose book. I love the images, they're gorgeous. This is a piece of a vintage doily. The back of the book page, and this is a lovely piece of an antique postcard that it was already cut when I purchased it, from 1910. And this is a French document, and I added this little trim, this little piece of a necklace, vintage necklace here. And this is a very cute journaling card that I made with this image, little collage. I added this, and this is my berry dyed paper. Here it's another charm. Here it's a flip, and you can journal here. And this is my newest DigiKit. It's French documents, so I made this page from the kit, and also this pocket here. And there's this lovely French postcard. This is my, I believe it's the tea dyed paper that I added green. And this is a card that I made using another of my DigiKits. This is a tuck spot. It's a piece of a vintage doily that I use it here. This is a lovely book image, a gold tab here. This is a vintage lace that I made into a pocket, and this is an antique photograph. Those two kids, it's lovely. And there's something here in the back, I guess the names. Some vintage French paper. Here is an antique photograph first, and it's a couple, lovely couple, and I painted some of my roses here. This is a original French document from 1848. Beautiful trim. I love this rose book. Here it's a French ledger paper that I made a little pocket here, and a journaling card. And here I colored with gel pen, and that's a wax seal here detail. And here it's a little pocket, vintage lace. Here it's a tuck spot that I made, and some French ephemera. This is a book page. Oh, this card is lovely. This is a tiny clip. And this card, I painted this rose. Thought it was so cute. And I added some lace and collage and my dyed paper in the back. So it's so cute. Here is some texture paper. This is my berry dyed, and this, I think it might be a rose dyed paper, very pale. So I added some texture and some sparkles. Here it's a little tuck spot, a pocket here, and there's a journaling card with vintage wallpaper, book page, French book page. Here's the center, and I use it one of my dishes as a center page. I think it's the French Beauty. This is a beautiful tab. Oh, I love this image, it's so pretty. And it's a tiny pocket here. I didn't want to cover the image, so that's why I didn't add anything here. On this side, it's another pocket, and also you can open This is a original French ephemera, and I added a rose here, and you can actually open and journal. And on this page I made a journaling card, a tuck spot with some dried flowers, another tiny wax seal. Here it's another tuck spot, this cute charm, some gold details. This is a vintage wallpaper. This is a lace pocket on my berry diet paper with some gold. And this is original French document with the seal, and you can see a piece of the wax that it was closing the document. And it's from 1867. So I used this document, the image, for one of my digital kits. So pretty. This is the original piece. And another journaling card. I think it's lovely, this one. I added lace and a little charm, texture paper, a French book page. This is the French ledger paper, so beautiful. This is a card that I made using an image from a French postcard. This is some gold and my diet tea, black tea paper. Here it's a lovely card that I made. This image is so pretty, I love it. The original ones are antique and they are framed, so I have 3 of them, and I think it's just lovely. So I added some embossed papers here, and this is an antique book page. This is the back of the French document. It's very delicate. The French paper, vintage paper. I added some lace. Here it's a flip. The back of the French paper. Here it's a tuck spot, a piece of a vintage wallpaper, sticker, and I made this little card. And I think this is my bead diet paper. This is a little flip. You can journal here and here. Some gold trim. Here it's a French postcard, pocket. This is another flip, and I made on this the collage on this vintage envelope, so you can journal here. This is a piece from a book, but it's August, so I thought it matches. Here it's a pocket with some French ephemera. This is a vintage map. Those 2 are from my French documents kit. Also this. and I added a vintage lace here, and here I made a tiny flip. So cute, and you can write here. Here are some tickets, some vintage tickets. Beautiful tab. Here is a vintage hair clip. This is a tag that I made using vintage wallpaper, some pretty trims. Here's a pocket I made from a postcard image, and this is another postcard image, and there's a tiny pocket here, and you can journal in the back. And this is my avocado dyed paper, a tiny tuck spot here. This card is lovely. I love this image. It's from the Graphics Fairy, and I made a collage. Here's the French document. Here it's the back of the envelope that I open. So there's a little tuck spot here, and a French ephemera, and also a tiny image from a photograph that I have. I have this tiny photograph, so with the image I made this tiny card. And on the other side of the envelope I added this embossed paper, and I added some gold, and I made it as a pocket. And there's another cute journaling card that I made a collage. I painted this rose, and it's on a vintage ledger paper. And this is the back, and this is my journal. So I hope you guys like it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.